Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's winter weather update. So, a new storm is going to be impacting the Pacific Northwest over the next few days. And opening up with the National Weather Service's watches, warnings, and advisories map, winter storm warnings have already been issued for the Cascades of Washington State through Oregon in the pink areas. We have some in northeastern Oregon and southeastern Washington State, across much of Idaho, much of western southern Montana, western northern Wyoming, into much of central northern Utah, northern Nevada, southeast Wyoming, western Colorado, northern New Mexico. And then we have a lot of winter weather advisories in the purple areas across much of Oregon, California, Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, southern Montana. Even have some winter weather advisories in the Portland area. And then we have a lot of wind advisories in eastern Washington, Oregon, central northern Nevada, eastern California, northeastern Arizona, northwestern Utah. And then we have high wind warnings across western Montana, eastern Idaho, northwestern Nevada, southeastern Wyoming, northwestern Nebraska, southeastern Colorado, northeastern New Mexico. In the lighter tan colors, high wind watches in southern and southeastern New Mexico, West Texas, the Texas Panhandle, in the darker tans, and then a whole lot of fire weather warnings in the Central Plains in the bright pink colors, fire weather watches in the light tan colors, and some winter storm watches in eastern North Dakota, northwestern Minnesota. So this new storm system is already producing a plethora of alerts across the United States. So taking a look at the current radar across the Pacific Northwest this evening, there is rain moving across southwestern Washington State, northwestern Oregon this evening. We see a light to moderate rain moving across areas like Longview, Washington, some across Portland, Oregon. And then there's snow moving across the Cascades of Washington, some snow in mountainous Idaho and Montana as well, as our storm system moves onshore, and rain and snow are going to continue to increase in coverage and intensity as the evening goes on across the Pacific Northwest. So timing out our storm across the Pacific Northwest with the 0Z run of the HRRR model, over the next several hours, heavy rain will stream on shore across areas like Portland and Salem, Oregon, with heavy snow in the mountains, and into northern Idaho and western Montana. And then as we go through the overnight, rain may transition over to snow in areas of Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, southwestern Washington, and heavy snow across northern Oregon, much of northern Idaho. Western Montana continues all night tonight, going into tomorrow morning around 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Snow showers potentially in Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Eugene, Oregon, most of Oregon, most of Idaho, western Montana. And then as we go through the day, snow showers will continue across the Pacific Northwest and increase in coverage across Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, and Oregon. And this is going into about 5 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow, still seeing heavy snow in Portland, Oregon, southwest Washington, and areas that don't normally see it. And then the snow will continue even into Monday night, Tuesday morning across western Oregon and Washington, and a new storm moving onshore Tuesday afternoon. So this is going to lead to some very impressive snowfall accumulations across the Pacific Northwest over the next 48 hours. So looking at our snowfall map in the 0Z run of the HRRR model, going to be looking at a good 2 to 5 feet of snow across the Cascade Mountains of Oregon and Washington, and then the mountainous areas of Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, northern Utah, eastern Oregon. You're going to be expecting anywhere between 1 and 4 feet of snow, depending on your elevation. And then the middle elevations of eastern Oregon, northern Nevada, northern California, southern Idaho, Wyoming, you're expecting a good 2 to 8 inches of snow in the middle elevations. And then here's the unusual part of the storm. We're going to be seeing a good 2 to 3 feet in areas like Mount Olympia, the mountainous areas of northwestern Oregon. However, in southwestern Washington and the western areas of Oregon, even in the middle and lower elevations, you could be seeing a good 2 to 8 inches of snow in the lower elevations. Could be seeing a good 2 to 5 inches of snow in Portland, Oregon, about 2 inches in Salem, Oregon, maybe 2 inches of snow in Seattle, Washington. So this is going to be an unusual snowfall event for areas west of the Cascades over the next couple of days. So make sure you're getting ready for that if you live in areas like Portland, Seattle, Salem, and down towards Eugene. So thanks for watching this evening's winter weather update. Make sure you're getting ready for this winter storm if you live across the Pacific Northwest. Please stay safe and have a wonderful evening, my friends.